Where is he? I know he's here. Cough him up, Warden. You're not gonna pull the moss over my eyes. Ogren, get your hairy ass down here.
Hang on to your beard, woman. Is this a conjugal visit? Looking for Ogren to grease the old wheel?
Don't lay a finger on me. You've done a lot of stupid things on a whim, but joining the Wardens...
Ah, didn't you say it would be... hot?
We were role-playing.
See, you're making my boss uncomfortable.
You'd think your friends would have developed an immunity to embarrassment by now.
Look, I didn't sign up on a whim, all right? You kicked me out.
You were just looking for an excuse.
You kept trying to make me into something I'm not. I can't play house like you want me to. I'm only good at one thing, Fells, and it's killing. No, Commander. We should have had this out before.
You had a good thing in the army. They respected you.
Felsey, I finally got the old conquer on straight, and I don't belong anywhere but here.
Fine, Ogren, if that's what you want. The baby and I will just have to get by without you.
I'd just end up being hit. She's a tiny thing, but packs a surprising wallop. And in this mood, she'd go straight for my danglers. Come on, there's darkspawn waiting to be killed. You are gonna pay me, right? For all that arse-whooping I do for you? A stipend? Yeah, that's good. Yeah, what's a stipend? Money. Ha! Now there's a word I understand. What an arrangement. You feed me and I get to take my frustrations out on the darkspawn. Anyway, can I have a pony? Nah, it's okay. I know you think I'm just... Bronca used to collect these little horse statues. Whoa, everything's spinning. And you're very shiny. Gonna go sit down now.
May I point out that you're all right? And the picture of virile heroism and a scholar. Really, when the Templars came for me, you could have decided I wasn't worth the trouble. But I apparently am worth the trouble. Considering I'm usually a lot of trouble, I should be grateful. I'm glad to be around. When you recruited me, I thought I was jumping from the frying pan into the fire. But being a warden is almost tolerable. It's a pleasant stroll through the park. With darkspawn. You're a giver. I'm very grateful. I thought it was worth mentioning. Thank you, Commander, for everything.
Wow. I've never seen so many books in my life. This one's a Navaran romance. Pretty spicy, too, from the looks of it. What's an Antivan milk sandwich? Oh, I see. I'll just put that back. I've only read one book. My friend Varlin taught me while we were in the Legion. He only had the one. He's dead now. He was a noble, once. From House Volney. I don't know why he ended up in the Legion. He wouldn't say. I saw death take my friends, knowing it would take him as well. I fought hard to keep us both alive. Varlin embraced the Legion's philosophy, that we were already dead. I couldn't let go like that. Survival. That's what matters. That's what Dusttown taught me. If I'm gonna get through all these books before the darkspawn find me, I need to get started. It's much easier fighting darkspawn on the surface. On a clear day, you can see for leagues. I once heard about a contraption known as a spyglass, I think it is called. My friend Varlin said they let you see distant enemies as though they were right beside you. Is that true? It sounds like magic. Optics? Well, it may as well be magic. In the deep roads, the darkspawn can appear from nowhere. A spyglass sounds the very opposite. Someday, while I'm still on the surface, I would like to look through one.
Commander, the Lords of Amaranthine have come to swear fealty to you and the Grey Wardens. These were Al Rendenhau's vassals. Now they will be yours. Some of these lords bore Rendon no love, but others had their prospects ruined with his demise. Tread carefully, Commander. Lords and ladies, I present the Warden Commander of Ferelden and Arl of Amaranthine.
Commander.
Ban Esmeralda of Amaranthine. As is old custom, you have the honor of beginning.
I promise that I, Ban Esmeralda, will be faithful to the Arl in matters of life, limb, and earthly honor. Never will I bear arms against him or his heirs. So I say, in the sight of the Maker.
I promise that I, Lord Edelbreck...
And so, the ceremony is complete.
Long live the Warden Commander!
Let me know if you want the nobles cleared out. If you want the ceremony to end, I mean. There's really only two who can offer real support in the war. Lord Edelbreck, master of the Firavel Plains, controls more farmland than anyone else. He's powerful and popular. Ban Esmeralda rules the city. Wealthiest in the room by far. She may not be loved, but she cannot be ignored.
Warden Commander, we've all heard so much about you. So many good things, unbelievable things. But many of your deeds cost people here a chance at great advancement. So many fortunes were deeply intertwined with the old Arl. Some nobles here, they seek to end your dominion over them. Perhaps you do not know the full extent of their determination. I've had occasion to intercept some of their missives. They are cryptic things. Any individual message is unintelligible, but together they form a pattern. They mean to end you before you can begin. A deadly coalition. Given a few days, I can retrieve the messages. I would have brought them tonight, but I didn't know if warning you would be wise. I've much to lose and precious little to gain. Farewell. We will meet again soon.
Honored to meet you, Warden Commander. You come to us during desperate times.
Not more about your precious farms, Edelbreck.
Some in our Arling do not have the comfort of city walls. On the plains, the situation is dire. As we feast, the peasants on our lands are starving, or worse.
The city's defenses are more important, Edelbreck.
There may be wheat in the silos now, but if the farmers die, where will you get your food? Thank you, my liege.
I see that Lord Edelbreck wastes no time in canvassing you for soldiers to defend his farms. Do not be deceived, Commander. His livelihood is all he cares about. Amaranthine is the jewel of the Arling, and she must be protected. Pragmatism. A farming hovel can be rebuilt with straw and mud. Amaranthine was built over generations. If she falls, then this great Arling will be diminished.
Wealth is well and good, but what measure do you put to human life? The folk in the country outnumber your city dwellers many times over.
I would not be so vulgar as to violate the decorum of this event. Commander.
Do you know the conspirators? The right of high justice is yours, and treachery is a capital offense. She's a sly one, said Tamra, but knowledgeable about such things. Better to be a touch paranoid than turning up face down in a ditch. To proceed, we'd need strong proof, and that'll be hard to gather. There are options, some I would not recommend. They could turn the nobles fierce. We could have some soldiers try to spy on the nobility. I suppose that might bear fruit. There are also rumors of someone called the Dark Wolf, who finds information for a fee. Dangerous fellow, by all accounts. Not bleeding likely, in truth. Good men, lousy spies. No idea, honestly. Somewhere in the foreign quarter of Amaranthine is all I know. You could invite a member of each of the noble families to stay as prolonged guests. And if anything untoward happens, well, you get the picture. This is a terribly Orlesian thing to do. You need to head to the city then, and chase down a ghost. Edelbrecht speaks truly, sir, but things are dire. He and Ban Esmeralda both contest the deployment of soldiers. But we don't have enough men. It's a matter of what you want to protect. The city, the land, trade. As you wish. As you wish, Commander. Clear the hall. The Commander has business to attend to.
I'm here to serve, Commander. I will do what can be done, but you would be wise to keep alert for trading possibilities in your journeys. If you can persuade any merchants to trade here, it would benefit the Vigil considerably. Very well, Commander.
Hey, you. Is you there? You. Oh, you're a tricky one, but you're not getting into my head. Oh, no. You with your murmuring and your buzzing. I know your plan, but it won't work. I'm onto you. I'm just fine watching you. Got eyes in the back of my... Oh.
All rise. The Warden Commander and Liege Lord of all Amaranthine enters. I've held it off as long as I could, but you hold the right of high justice on your land. Certain matters of court must be decided. By custom, the claimants make their case to you. I'll advise you after, then you rule. The Seneschal of the Vigil can hold court as well, if the Arl commands it. Be seated. The Warden Commander will first hear the matter of the Crown against the sheepherder Alec.
On behalf of the Crown, I submit that Alec stole 2 bushels of grain bound for the garrison in Amaranthine. When confronted by soldiers, he confessed. The punishment for theft from the Crown is death by hanging.
What say you, Alec?
My sheep were slaughtered by the darkspawn. My family was starving. I asked for mercy. Commander, mercy.
The poor bugger. Had he stolen from anyone besides the Crown, he'd escape with a flogging.
Thank you. Thank you.
The next matter is of a civil nature. Lady Liza Pacton is the sovereign of Terns Down. She...
I prefer to speak for myself. The old Arl Rendenhar made certain promises to me. Some of these he committed to paper. I was given the right to the incomes of the Southern Bridge.
And what part did you take in Hal's conspiracies, Liza? To get such a fruitful prize? I am Sir Darren, and it is my land she seeks. Taken from me because I was one of the few nobles who stood against Tern Logain.
Commander, Sir Daylen is an ally, and Amaranthine has precious few who support you wholeheartedly.
If there's any hope of persuading more nobles to your cause, you must be fair-minded.
My father built that bridge. But, very well. I place my trust in you.
The Commander has spoken. The matter is resolved. Bring in Sir Temele the Ox.
Sir Temele stands accused of a murder most foul. You and your men came upon Sir Tamra in the dead of night and did cravenly ambush her. You dare too much, Captain Garavel. I am noble-born and will not submit to your accusations. You are accused of murder, sir. My soldiers found you fleeing while Sir Tamra's blood was still hot. There's a great deal of traffic on the roads, not all of it human. And it's so dangerous at night. We were merely in a hurry to reach a nice, safe place. You mock this court with your denials. You have nothing, Captain. Release me, Commander. It's this common lout's word against mine.
You will recall Sir Tamra as the knight who warned us against the conspiracy. Sir Temele was a confederate of Al-How. If he's innocent, I'm the Empress of Orlais. But it's possible, I suppose. There'd be some outrage. There's no love for the Ox, but he's a noble. With such scant evidence. But you are within your rights to execute him. What is your will?
What is the meaning of this? You can't do this!
Oh, but the Commander very much can. This session of the Arling's court is over. And Maker help me. I hope the next one is easier than this. Commander. Oh, I hope they fare better than Sir Myrene. I'll make the preparations. From this moment forth, Sigrun, you are a Grey Warden.
A toast, then. To those who fell in Kal Haral. May I join them soon.
You chose her well, Commander. She will wake shortly.
Commander, the men cleared the rubble. You'll have to see what they found for yourself. Here we are. Look at her.
I knew it led to the deep roads. I could smell it.
It looks safe enough to climb down. Find a way to stop the darkspawn from coming back this way. Good luck.
So you never told me what the ceremony was like.
It begins with chanting and toasts. Then we bid our families farewell. Then wailing and tears.
That does sound like a funeral. How depressing.
We're not the Legion of jaunty pub songs.
I think how much easier recruitment would be if you were.
Let's get started. Brilliant!
Ancestors favor us indeed. This is a dwarven barrier door. Before old Calharol fell, she nearly had it complete. Only the mechanism needs work. If they'd only had a bit more time to finish, Orzammar wouldn't be all alone. Won't take me long to fix up the mechanism. Poor sods were nearly done. This is proper dwarven engineering. You stand back now. Should buy us a few years. A decade if we're lucky.
That'll give us time to devise a more permanent solution. Of course.
You don't think you're actually dead, do you?
Me? Not actually dead, no. Symbolically dead, perhaps.
And what is the difference?
Several pints of blood.
So what does the Legion do? You know, dying.
I'm not sure. We do that a lot.
You can't do it all hours of the day. There must be some times when you're not out getting killed.
In those hours, we listen to smart-mouth mages ask stupid questions.
I always thought dwarves would be nicer.
I always thought mages would be smarter. Cheer up. No one loves a grump.
For a dead woman, you're remarkably perky.
I could be less perky if you like. The darkness of the deep roads has seeped into my soul. The world is dead. My heart is black. Alas. Whoa. Whoa.
Let's stick to perky.
Yes, Commander? Then stand back. A good bit back. Horen says sometimes I get overly excited with my hammer. I did what I could with this, but I'm not happy with it. Not one bit. If you must wear it, please don't say I made it.
Hey, Commander, we need to talk. Dreams. You get them? This is a Grey Warden thing, huh? Why didn't anyone tell me? In my dream, I saw one of those bloated, vomit-smeared broodmothers, and it had Hespeth's face. You remember Hespeth, don't you? Bronca was there and whispered, "It's time." And Hespeth screamed and 1,000 darkspawn burst from her. Then the darkspawn surrounded me and started talking, asking me if I would like lemon in my tea. And could I please teach them to read and write? And one of them kept repeating, "Where's the baby?" And that's when I woke up. Usually they accuse me of the opposite. Thanks for listening, Commander.
That part of Orzammar, Dust Town, it's called. Is it really as I've heard?
I have no idea. What have you heard?
That it's like a really terrible slum, or an alienage.
Oh, no. I've seen an alienage. It was rather nice.
I'm beginning to feel very fortunate.
Isn't perspective wonderful? You'd think people who are so tall would have more of it.
I knew you'd make it back here. Have you sold that thing I gave you? It's not much, but I hope you get a good price for it. No. I feel fine. You don't think maybe I should just go.
You're back, eh? What's it like out there? Darkspawn crawling all over? Thank the Maker. Mika's been afraid to move from this spot since he lost the stupid thing.
Sorry, couldn't go without Lucky Deerfoot. Thanks for finding it.
And now we're getting away before the Darkspawn arrive. Good luck to you.
My pardon, sir. I was paid a whole sovereign to give this letter to you. I told him I did. There are easier ways of getting a message to the Commander of the Grey. Some visiting knight didn't catch his face. Full helmet, you know. He said he was Sir Wolf of Ravain. Ah, the Dark Wolf, nothing but a rumor. Mind you, he was acting suspicious. No, sir. Again, my pardon.
Ooh, fingers twitching, so much shiny. I know better than to nick any of this. I was just remembering. Growing up castless in Dust Town, we took what we could get. when we could get it. But that doesn't excuse what I was. A thief and a lying rotten duster. Let's move along before the temptation becomes too great. I've only so much self-control.
I see you got my letter, Commander. It's an honor to meet you. In the flesh. The less you know of me, the better. But by some, I am called the Dark Wolf. In the depths of the city, there is murmuring. Murmuring that nobles want you dead. I'd like to help. You see, I have hopes that the Wardens will prove more fit to rule this land than the late Arl Rendon Howe. His confederates are the conspirators. But to unearth their identities, I'll need resources. 50 sovereigns. Corrupt, miserly nobles have beggared many a proud commoner. Some commoners turn to distasteful occupations just to survive. Is it not fitting that they would want to strike back in the only way they're able? It will be done. Give me some time.
You seem fascinated with Sir Pounce-a-Lot.
We don't have cats in Orzammar. Well, maybe some nobles have them if they buy them from a surface merchant.
Everyone needs a pet.
Well, I had a nug once, for about an hour, before my uncle slaughtered him and ate him.
Oh, sorry about that. Why, you ungrateful, backstabbing duster!
It's in the past. I don't think...
Name's Misha. I was a merchant until she ruined me. I had her running errands, trying to keep one duster out of trouble. I thought I was doing a good deed. Then, I hear House Bimo's lost a gold statuette of their paragon. Next day, it turns up in my shop.
I tried to say no, but Barat said he'd kill you if I refused. He needed to get rid of it.
House Bimo could have had me executed. You could have spoken up, told them the truth.
And then Barat would have killed me. I'm in the Legion of the Dead now. I'm going to die in the deep roads, Misha.
I have to deliver these skins to the tanner. Need to make a living somehow. Out of my way, Brand.
It's in the past. We should move on, Commander.